Hello, I'm Mo Jamali. Welcome to my course called Learn How to Read and Write Anything in Arabic in Just 2 Hours. But don't start your timer yet, because before we get into the Arabic language, let's quickly explore a few aspects about the Arabic culture that can be very useful to first-time travelers in the Arab world. Starting with greetings, which is usually the first language challenge travelers face upon arrival abroad. In Arabic, like in other languages, there are different forms of greetings. Repeat these greetings out loud after me. أهلا أهلا وسهلا مرحبا سلامات سلام السلام عليكم. Good job! When you respond to greetings, you always want to greet people back as well or better, because a longer greeting response means you're making an effort, which is better than repeating the same greeting. Let's see some examples of greetings. If someone tells you أهلا وسهلا, you can respond by repeating the same greeting, أهلا وسهلا. But it is not appropriate to respond by just saying أهلا, because that's a shorter response, which means making less effort than the other person. If someone tells you مرحبا, you can respond by repeating the same greeting, مرحبا. Or better, you can say مرحبتين, which means two welcomes. It's like a competition of who can be more honored by the presence of the other. And if someone tells you Assalamu alaikum, you can respond by saying Wa alaikum assalam, which is repeating the same greeting after switching the order of the two words, or you can go the long distance and say Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. You can pause this video and practice these greetings if you would like. Okay, enough with greetings. Now let's make sure you know how to use some English words properly. Many people use these three terms interchangeably when they shouldn't. The word Middle East only refers to a geographical area that connects the three continents of Africa, Europe, and Asia, which explains the rich history of trades and conflicts in that region. The word Islam obviously refers to the religion, and the word Arabic only refers to the language, not location, not religion, and not any type of physical appearance. The adjective for Middle East is Middle Eastern. The adjective for Islam can be Muslim or Islamic. And while the word Arabic is not an adjective, its adjectives can be Arab or Arabian. Arabian is less commonly used, like in Arabian Nights or an Arabian horse, meaning a horse raised in the Arabian Peninsula, where Saudi Arabia is today. So you can say an Arab person or an Arab country. An Arab country is a country whose official language is Arabic, and where Arabic is the first language taught in elementary schools, and where Arabic is the language used in the news, and where Arabic is the main language used by the government. As you can see, the Arab world has over 20 countries connecting North Africa and the Middle East. Pause this video, count how many Arab countries are there, then say their names out loud to remember them better. Now let's play a game where you have to guess if some countries are Arab, Muslim, or Middle Eastern, or a combo of those. Pause this video now and see if you can find which 4 blocks in this table need a no answer, meaning they are not an Arab or a Muslim or a Middle Eastern country. Here is a hint about which 4 cases have a no answer. Now can you guess what the right answer is for each case? Morocco, Tunisia, Libya, and Egypt are not Middle Eastern countries. they are geographically located in North Africa. Iranians speak Farsi, while Pakistanis and Afghans speak Urdu, Dari, and Pashto. Israel is a Middle Eastern country, but it is not an Arab country because their official language is Hebrew, and it's not a Muslim country because their official religion is Judaism. Now let's see a few differences between Arab countries in North Africa and the Middle East. North Africans are very much like Americans, as they are very influenced by Europe, so they use the same numbers and calendar system and weekends. In addition to the numbers we use, which by the way are called Arab numerals since they were invented by the Arabs when they invented the zero, people in the Middle East also use different but slightly similar numerals, especially in Islamic calendars, which have 355 days per year instead of 365, since they are based on 12 lunar cycles instead of one solar cycle. In other words, the Islamic calendar moves by 10 days every year. So a month that used to be in the summer becomes in the winter after 18 years, which is an important change for special months like Ramadan. Since Islam is less restricted in North Africa, like when it comes to alcohol, clothing, women's rights, gay rights, and atheism, weekends in North Africa follow Europe and don't include Fridays. But Muslims are allowed to take a long afternoon break from work to perform their Friday prayer at the mosque. Whereas in the Middle East, some countries have an early Thursday-Friday weekend, while the majority of Middle Eastern countries do it Friday and Saturday. Either way, Friday is a day off for prayers, like Sunday for Christians to go to church, or Saturday for Jews to observe the Sabbath. During the month of Ramadan, Muslims have to fast from sunrise to sunset, which means fasting is a lot harder during summers because the days are longer and hotter. Now let's do a quick fun activity to see if you can guess what each number is. Ready? What do you think that first number is? 9. What about the next one? 1. What about the next one? 5 is like a 0. What about the next one? 0. What about the next one? 4 is like a 3 backwards. What about the next one? 3. What about the next one? 2. What about the next one? 7 is like the letter V, just as there is a letter V in the word 7. Now here's a cool trick for you. If you tilt your head 90 degrees towards your right, not the left, then you will see that number 2 now looks like a 2, and number 3 looks more like a 3. Personally, I sometimes confuse 7 and 8, but after tilting my head, I can see which one is number 7. I also confuse 2 and 6, but not after I tilt my head. Make sure you don't tilt your head to the left though, or the whole trick falls apart. Now here is a map of the Arab world to practice your geography as well as the Middle Eastern numbers at the same time. You can also download and print this map from the course resources. To finish this cultural segment, here are some familiar words that originate from Arabic. I will say them in Arabic and you can follow their English translation on the screen. Ready? قط طاولة الجبر الفيزياء الكيمياء. Arabs invented those sciences while Europe was going through the Dark Ages. Now let's see some familiar names. Sarah, Layla, Sami, Yasmin. California is also borrowed from the Arabic word Khalifa or Al-Khalifa, which means the successor. Now, let's see if you can recognize these biblical names the way they are mentioned in the Quran, just by listening to them. Ready? Ibrahim, Ishaq, Ismail, Jibril, Yaqub, Musa, Isa, Maryam. Now here they are again. You can compare the Arabic and English versions. Now ready? Ibrahim, Ishaq, Ismail, Jibril, Yaqub, Musa, Isa, Maryam. In the Quran, the story of Jesus is not named after him. It's called the story of Maryam, or the Virgin Mary, his mother. All the miracles mentioned in the Bible are also mentioned in the Quran, but the Quran mentions one more miracle, stating that Jesus spoke from the day he was born, which is the reason why people believed Mary's story about her virginity. That concludes the cultural intro. I hope you found it fun and useful. Now let's get into the Arabic language. Please start the next video. Thank you.